Your roof, it's the most important protection against nature for your home or your business. That's why I trust the experts at Exterior Home Solutions.
Exterior Home Solutions 2-minute drill on this Thursday. Got to hear from Josh Heupel, a brief 3-minute deal, but you know, it's pretty clear they're banged up in the back end. Wesley Walker got banged up last week. T-Mac got banged up last week. Now, Josh just said T-Mac's had a nice week of practice. You know, it should be good for this one, but it all still boils down to communication. And if you have to play a guy like Jordan Thomas, young guy, still relatively inexperienced, how does he communicate?
Well, no doubt. And you know, they're banged up across the board. I don't think Danico Slaughter's been 100% all year long as he battles with the foot. And we've talked about it on this two-minute drill multiple times. Gabe's been dealing with some stuff as well. So this is a pretty banged up secondary. He faces a real challenge. But the communication element's going to be a real key. And I think having Tamarian McDonald back out there on the field is a big part of that, because you know, they communicate a lot with Star, the safeties, and all those things, all those guys. But really, they asked T-Mac to call a lot of stuff in the back end. So I think it's important that he's had a good week and that he's going to be in a position it looks like he's going to be able to be out there and ready to go.
Josh Heupel was asked about Eli Drinkwitz's kind of, you know, drive-by fruiting, you know, comment after the game. Said he didn't even hear it. And honestly, I actually kind of believe him. Like, it was so fast, and it is loud out there on the field. Probably heard his name said, probably wasn't sure what else he said, and you know, basically brushed it off and said, "We're on to the next."
Yeah, and listen, I mean, listen, Josh Heupel has said since Saturday night, he's talked about how disappointed he was in his team, but he's also said, hey, give credit to Missouri. Missouri played well. It's a good football team.
Yeah.
He's been complimentary to Missouri. It's the last thing on his mind. He is certainly moving on because they have a real challenge ahead of them. Tennessee does this week with a Georgia team that I think is playing their best football of the year. They're the healthiest they've been, and they come in with plenty on their plate, plenty that they want to continue to improve and show everybody as they try to remain the #1 team in the country.
And this is a Georgia team that, you know, as you said, is starting to find its footing, and doing so now that they get more healthy too. I mean, they kind of found their footing without their star player. Now he's back, and it just makes them even more dangerous.
Well, and I think, you know, the run game's starting to come around a little bit to give them a little more balance. Carson Beck's certainly more comfortable. They're protecting him well up front. I think getting Mims back on the offensive line has been a big deal for them.
And he didn't even play that much last week.
Right.
Well, they feel like they've been cohesive without him.
Yeah, so I think that that offense is rounding into shape. This is not the most dominant Georgia defense, but they've got good balance. They play well on both sides of the ball. Be a great opportunity and a great challenge for Tennessee on Saturday.
He is Brent Hubbs. I'm Austin Price for the Exterior Home Solutions 2-minute drill.